This is KGW News at noon.
Thanks for joining us this noon. I'm Brenda Braxton. With mounting pressure to end the Portland teachers' strike, the union and the district cannot agree on what happened during a marathon negotiation session. The one thing that is clear, the two sides have made some progress in the last 24 hours. We want to bring in Alma McCarty, who just spoke with the district. Alma, walk us through what each side is saying today.
Well, Brenda, let's start out with PAT's side of things at first. This morning, the union released a statement saying that after 24 hours of bargaining, the PPS school board, quote, rejected the recommended settlement from its own bargaining team. The PAT president saying that this latest offer would have been a transformational deal. However, later on this morning, the board and the district said that there was never a tentative agreement between both sides, and the board did not reject a whole proposal. There are just a few core obstacles standing in the way of a deal, namely a proposal that deals with class size committees where parents would be involved. The board told us that they'd like those committees to be at the school level and involve principals and teachers, not parents. Despite this hurdle, we're told that they are confident they can bridge the gap, and soon. Here's board chair, Gary Hollins, and board member Julia Brim-Edwards.
Now, while there were many things that in the proposal that we could agree on, there was also some fundamental issues, specifically around parents having the ability to make educational decisions about other people's children that we could not agree on.
We're on our 28th hour of being up and working and being in this building. So we feel like we're very, very close, and we feel like it's a good deal. Actually, we feel it's a good deal for teachers, parents, and students.
Now, after this press conference that the district leaders and the board held, they went back inside the building to continue negotiations. And as those negotiations continue, we will stay on top of all of those updates throughout today. Live in Southwest Portland, Alma McCarty, KGW News.
All right, keep us posted, Alma. Thank you. Right now, people are moving into Vancouver's new Safe Stay community. It's the city's third one, and it's located a couple blocks from Esther Short Park. It has 20 tiny homes where up to 40 people will live. The site has been under construction for the last month or so. Residents will have showers and laundry facilities and have access to services to help them get off the streets. Advocates are urging Portland leaders to step up safety after 62 people died on area roads this year. Yesterday, dozens gathered in Northeast Portland to remember the victims of traffic fatalities. This was part of a global action called World Day of Remembrance. The city reports 67 people died in crashes both last year and the year before, and those numbers are the highest in 30 years.
The statistics that we're talking about represent each of them a precious life in our community. Someone who was beloved, a mother, a sister, father, brother.
Statistics show people of color, low-income folks, and those living on the streets are killed more often than other groups. After a decade in business, Kenny and Zooks is closing. In a Facebook post over the weekend, owner Ken Gordon told people that the deli hasn't been doing well and he had no choice but to close. Kenny and Zooks used to be downtown, but it moved to this new spot on North Williams less than a year ago. Its last day is Sunday, November 26th. Well, if you're traveling for Thanksgiving, be ready for crowds, whether you take a plane, train, or automobile. PDX is expecting almost 240,000 travelers between Wednesday and Sunday. Nationally, the TSA expects Sunday to be a record-breaking travel day with almost 3 million people flying. And with lower gas prices this year, AAA predicts about 50 million people will drive to their holiday destination. And Amtrak expects around 750,000 riders, announcing it's adding extra train cars this week. So for folks heading out, Rod is here with a look at the national weather picture.
And overall, it's pretty quiet and not as cold back east as I thought it would be when I was looking at maps last week. So let's take a peek. Here we are right now, one storm system. You can see thunderstorms in Louisiana, up to Arkansas, the Boot Hill of Missouri, and you've got showers, rain showers up to Chicago and up into Minneapolis. Here are what the current temperatures are showing. So with rain showers, Chicago nowhere near snow. That's 47 degrees. St. Louis is at 50. It's warm down in Texas, 75 in Dallas, and New Orleans coming in at 81. Here's a look at colder air still expected to grip the east, but not what I thought it would be. This is Thursday morning at Thursday afternoon, pardon me, Thanksgiving afternoon at 1 o'clock. You see the colder air mass starting to settle down, and that will drop temperatures considerably through the weekend. But instead of flurries and highs in the 30s, most areas, including the Great Lakes over into New York State, will be 45 to 50 with not much moisture. There's that system real quick we just looked at. By tomorrow morning, it starts to move off, and by Wednesday morning, it's out to sea. So that's pretty quiet country, the travel day Wednesday. Then Thanksgiving morning, it's pretty quiet, it's pretty dry. There's that colder push, but it's just not going to have much with it as it comes into our area. Stoller Family Vineyards Estate, that's sunny. Downtown Portland, that's sunny. Currently we're at 45. It's a cool morning. We should get up into the 50s. More in our local 7-day forecast coming up.
All right, thank you, Rod. Well, the Blazers held their first ever celebration last night in honor of Native American Heritage Month. It included local tribal artists and a special performance at halftime. Rebecca Kirk, also known as Queen Fire Rose, sang the national anthem. She's a member of the Klamath tribes.
I think it's amazing, and I think it's going to grow every single year, and I am just so honored to be here and to be able to celebrate being Native American, because for many years Native people weren't allowed to do that.
The Blazers are also selling team merchandise, and part of the proceeds go to local nonprofits.